guys, remember when I used to upload videos almost every week, if not more, to this channel called Jenna Voice, and I would make videos about what I was doing and projects that I had coming up, and yeah, I missed that. So I did not consciously make a decision to stop making videos and uploading videos. Things just got really busy this past fall with Utah Opera, which, as you can probably tell by the title, that's what I'm going to talk about today. We had 3 productions that I was part of, and I also started a new job with Utah Opera, Utah Symphony. I'm still part of patron services, but I handle group sales now, so I was training for that as well. So it's just been a very busy time, and I apologize for kind of taking a long hiatus. I'm hoping to be back on somewhat of a schedule now that we're in the new year. I mean, things are gonna get a little bit busy again starting the end of this month, but I'm hoping to do better than I did this past fall with still uploading videos as often as I can. As you're watching this, I still have to upload and edit a video from Miami Music Festival that I promised to, of clips from my performance, but it will take me some time to edit that, and then I also need to submit it to them to get approval. We had to sign a waiver saying that we would, you know, submit clips for approval if we were going to post them on the internet, so it will take me a little bit of time to do that, but I'm still planning to, like I promised, to upload a performance, because I know a lot of you have been asking to upload something of me singing, and that's more recent, so I'm going to do that when I have a chance. And I've also been taking lessons as frequently as I can. I've been learning some new arias so I can hopefully do audition season this coming fall, which will come sooner than I'm sure I expect it to, so I need to continue working on those new pieces, working on my technique to prepare for that, and also put new recordings together for applications. So, but anyway, today's video, I just wanted to talk about my first experience doing 2 shows simultaneously. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, I do that all the time. That's the first time for you. That's really not a big deal. Yeah, it was the first time for me to be into staged productions at the same time. When I was in school, there was definitely multiple projects spinning at the same time, as far as like putting recitals together and also being in operas, or being a part of the graduate quartet that I had lots of projects going on. But with being into productions for a professional company, that did mean more rehearsal hours. There were a couple of weeks where I did not have a day off, including Sundays because I have a church job. So it just made for no time to make videos, and it was a very different experience for me than what I'm used to, because when we're doing one stage production, we're typically in rehearsals about 3 days a week. And then when we get to staging and closer to the production, we'll move to 4 to 5 days to compensate for that extra time needed for staging. But doing 6 or 7 days a week for a few weeks was very, very challenging. So without further ado, we started Utah Opera season with Romeo and Juliet, Gounod's Romeo and Juliet, I should say, which was a beautiful, beautiful production done traditionally in period costume. And we did the full opera. The chorus was very involved, and that was a lot of fun to be a part of, since my last staged production was Pagliacci, and that was the previous March, so it had been quite a while since I did a stage production with them, so it was fun to get back into that and do a very beautiful romantic piece of opera. And then 2 weeks after Romeo and Juliet wrapped up, we did Candide with Utah Symphony, so it was technically part of the symphony season and not the opera season, which was why they were so close together. Timing wise, that did make it a bit challenging, but this was semi-staged since it was the symphony hall. But nonetheless, the chorus was still very involved. We were pretty much in the back of the hall the back of the stage in seats most of the time, but we also stood up, moved around, had a lot of props. So there was a lot of rehearsal time that was involved for that. And we also had way more music for Candide in the chorus than we did for Romeo and Juliet, which I find really funny. Initially, when we started rehearsing for Candide, we were gonna have a few of the pieces on book because it's, you know, it's a semi-stage production, you can get away with that. But by the end of learning the music, we ended up just memorizing all of it to make it simpler with all of the props and movement that we had. So that was a good challenge. That was my first production of Candide as well, and it was an absolutely beautiful experience to be a part of. The director they brought in had worked with Bernstein before, so he knew his vision for the show, and the singers that they brought in, the Candide was absolutely spectacular. So I had so much fun doing that production, and it was kind of sad when it was over. I was sad to see it end, mainly because we only did 2 performances of it because it was part of the symphony season. They only do usually a weekend performance for each concert. So a Friday and a Saturday is typical for them. And so that's what we did. So it kind of felt sad since it's technically an operetta, an opera. For us to only do 2 performances of it was kind of sad. Because I just thought it was really well done, well put together, strong singers, and a strong production. But it was honestly the highlight of my fall, I should say. In my next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about my first experience singing in a film concert. This was my first, so I don't want to talk about it too much right now, but just to give you an idea of how busy I was, the film concert that I was in was again 2 more weeks after Candide wrapped up. So it was back to back to back, but luckily with the film we were completely on book, so we didn't start working on that, rehearsing that until after Candide wrapped up. So it didn't feel quite as busy as the time between Romeo and Juliet and Candide. But I had so much fun doing both of those productions. I'm having a lot of fun this season. We have exciting things coming up for the spring that I can't wait to do. And I'm really hoping I can be better at uploading some videos. Again, I apologize for taking a few months off, but here's to hoping I can get it together and upload lots of videos because I have so many ideas and things I want to talk about. So thank you all so much for watching, and to any new subscribers, hey, thanks for subscribing. You're totally awesome. If there are any types of video requests you're looking for related to singing and opera and performing, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can always DM me as well. I try to get back to those as quickly as possible. And otherwise, I will talk to you all very soon. Thanks so much, guys.